Hey YouTube, made some rope bridles for the goats. Make it easier to move them around the homestead, bring them areas where they can graze more efficiently. It's a relatively cheap project opposed to the ones you buy in the store. Just needed a couple of quick ties and some rope. Let me show you how to make them. Okay, to make our bridles for our goats, it's real simple. You look at it like this will be behind the goat's head, behind the horns. Then you'd have the piece that will go underneath the goat's jaw, and then you'll have your adjustment piece that would go across the bridge of the goat's nose. Now how I do it, I'll go ahead and close off one side, the end of the rope. Just making an eye out of the loop right here. And I always use quick ties. There's people use knots, but the knots come undone. Quick ties, you snug these up, and the only way to undo them, you're gonna have to cut them off. Like that. Now across the bridge of the nose, the first one I measured to make sure I was correct, and from experience for our dwarf goats, it's this much. So what I do for the adjustment loop, I'll just about that much from the tip of this loop to the tip of that loop right there. I'll take a couple of quick ties and I'll put that on there too. Real simple once you understand how it works, but really useful when you need to move your goats around. Snug these up really good. Put a good old bind on them and trim off the excess as close as possible. And I'll always, when I put them on the animal, I'll make sure that this is facing away, the point of the quick tie is facing away from the animal like this. So if this is the goat's head, you'll have this part underneath the goat's jaw. This part will be underneath the horns, and you'll be able to lead your goat like that. But I'll show you in a minute how that fits on. Okay, I'm going to try to film this one-handed because I already tried filming, putting it on, and it's a two-handed job, and you can't hold the camera with the other hand. So it's hard to keep them in shot with the tripod ahead of time. But let's take the big loop, the first loop we made, put it behind the back of the animal's head, right here behind our ears. The bottom loop goes under the jaw. The adjustment band goes across their nose. I know, not me. And there you go. Just like any animal on a leash, it takes a little while for them to get used to it, but it's better than putting a collar around their neck if you're just walking them from one spot to the other, because the collar, the goat pulls a lot. The collar tends to choke the goat, makes it more uncomfortable for them. Thanks for watching. I've been wondering if they could eat with the bridle on. It doesn't seem to be slowing her up any. Hey, baby girl. You want to be on camera too? I'm in the post office. How you know you're in the country? Listen. Mail-in chickens.